Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome to another episode that involves another battle of the Campus Challenge Season 3. A Campus Challenge is the battle of titans, a competition organized for higher institution students in Nigeria in order to reward excellency, identify talents, brains, and individuals that still believe education is the key. And this we have been able to do for 2 seasons, and here is the 3rd season, and we are at the quarterfinal stage. Today we'll be having the second battle of the quarterfinal to determine who will join University of Ibadan in the semi-final. I'm here always as a quiz master, and I will take you through it. Remember, my name is Babs Michael. Today, the battle is between 2 great institutions. One from the eastern part of Nigeria, and the other from the western part of the Nigeria. Let me welcome the wonderful school from the west, represented by Funke Obatuyi Grace, Federal University of Technology, Akure. Federal University of Technology, Akure is popularly referred to as FUTA, Great Futeria. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Coming to join me on my left side is representing the great school of a great leader in Nigeria, many years, still the labors of our heroes past. We give honor to such leaders. Make welcome, representing Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Joel Dike Ifena. Welcome, Joel. How are you doing? You feel good for the battle? Welcome. Viewers, it is time to battle it out between 2 great schools. And before we do that, we give the rules of the game so they are all on the same page, preparing to battle that. We'll take this short break, and I'll be back to begin the game.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the battle of the titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity, as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen, and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Learn5.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
And here are the rules of the game as you're back with us. Campus Challenge has 3 segments. We have the general segment that consists of questions from English, mathematics, and intelligent quotient, which we refer to as IQ. The second segment is in international relations. They consist of questions from current affairs and history. And the 3rd segment is the subject choice, where our contestants have the right to choose the subject that they want to compete in, depending on their department. Every correct question goes for 5 points, while bonus is given to fellow contestants if the other contestant cannot answer, and the correct bonus goes for 2 points. Should in case our contestant cannot answer the question, we throw it to our audience, who have been selected across various universities in Nigeria. And they are here competing to also be recognized as the best audience. In that note, I want to say welcome to our audience. We begin the battle with the general segment, and we have questions 1 to 7. I'd like to begin with the school on the right, Federal University of Technology, Akure. Your question.
Question 1.
Question 1. A snail is at the bottom of a 20-foot well. Each day, it climbs up 3 feet, but at night, it slips back 2 feet. How many days will it take for the snail to reach the top of the well? A, 18 days, B, 20 days, C, 22 days, and D, 25 days. Time's counting.
18 days.
18 days. Correct for 5 points. UNIZIK, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, your question.
Question 4.
Question 4. On a standard QWERTY keyboard layout, what key is directly to the left of the letter Q? What key? The letter Q, directly to the left. P. P. P means you pass, but in this case, the P means you promote to another level. I'm sorry to say that is not correct. Bonus to Federal University of Technology, Akure.
Tab key.
Tab key, that is correct for +2. 2 points to FUTA. Just directly to the left of the letter Q is the tab key. That is correct for 2 points. Use the computer a lot?
Yes.
Yes. That is, our students use computers a lot. Your question.
Question 5.
Question 5. Question 5. A branding page that appears before the home page of a website is known by what water-related term?
Splash.
Splash.
What is splashing?
A branding page that appears before the home page of a website is known by what water-related term? Your final answer?
Splashing page.
Splash. Splash what?
Splashing page.
Splash page. What I want to hear from you is to say page. Even if they have not mentioned page, I will still give it to you because it's a splash. And the question is about page. Correct for 5 points. I just want to be sure you mention a page. But the splash is a page. So if you say splash page, perfect. If you say splash, I'll give it to you because it's still splash. That's the term. FUTA, I'm sorry, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, your question.
Question 7.
Question 7. Which Nigerian state is known as the food basket of the nation?
Benue State.
Benue State. Correct for 5 points. We go to the final segment, or the final round of the segment. FUTA. Now who? So, Federal University of Technology, Akure, your question.
Question 2.
Question 2. A bakery sells a total of 250 loaves of bread per day. They sell a combination of whole wheat and white bread. If the ratio of whole wheat to white bread is 3 to 5, how many loaves of whole wheat bread are sold per day? A, 75 loaves, B, 90 loaves, C, 100 loaves, and D, 125 loaves.
Hundred.
100 loaves. At the point of the time, 100 loaves. 100 is perfect, 100%. But that is actually not correct. Bonus to Nnamdi Azikiwe University.
90 loaves.
90 loaves, correct for 2 points. 90 loaves for 2 points. Your final question, Nnamdi Azikiwe University. Question 1. Question 1 is taken already. We ask you to take notes. Question 1 is taken already.
Question 6.
Question 6. Some months have 31 days, some have 30. How many have 28?
All the months have 12.
So how many?
12 months.
12 months. Correct for 5 points. So all doesn't define how many. How many you have to be specific, and that gives you 12. We've come to the end of the first segment. And at the end of the first segment, University UNIZIK University have a total of 12 points. And the Federal University of Technology, Akure, FUTA, also have a total of 12 points. Now, this battle look very competitive. To see what will happen going forward, let's take this break. I'll be back to go to other segments.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the Battle of the Titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Len5.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome back to our viewers. And I know as we've been following, it's been competitive. FUTA on the right side have a total of 12 points. UNIZIK University have a total of 12 points. Now we want to continue the battle to see who is going to the semi-final. I'll start this round with UNIZIK University as we go into the international relations. You've got question 1 to 7. Your question.
Question 1.
Question 1. What is the name of Nigeria's national currency? And what year was a set of new notes produced last?
The name of Nigerian national currency is Naira.
Naira?
The year, what year was a set of new notes produced? 2024.
2024, this year, a new note will produce, and the note said is Naira. That's 50% right. We used Naira, but wasn't produced in 2024. So I'll give you 3 points. I'll throw the bonus to FUTA. What year was last time the new note was produced?
2022.
2022. Correct for +1, and I'll give you 3 points. Let's appreciate them. (2022) was the year preceding the elections that was done last year. So prior to the election, the production was made. And that's a point because it's half of the question that was answered. So 3 points to you for answering one of them and 1 point to you for getting the other side because it's also half of the question that was answered. So UNIZIK, we started with 3 points and FUTA extra of 1 point. FUTA, your question now.
Question 3.
Question 3. Which of these countries is the only one to have had a woman serve as a president or prime minister? A, Italy, B, Japan, C, Brazil, and D, India.
Brazil.
Brazil. Correct for 5 points. UNIZIK University.
Question 2.
Question 2. Which Nigerian company is the largest cement producer in Africa?
Dangote Cement.
Dangote Cement, 5 points. Dangote Cement is the largest cement producer in Africa. That's probably Nigeria.
Question 4.
FUTA question 4. With a focus on empowering youth and preventing bullying, what multi-award-winning singer founded a non-profit Born This Way Foundation?
Larry Gaga.
You said what?
Larry Gaga.
Larry Gaga? What again?
Larry Gaga.
Larry?
Oh, sorry, Lady Gaga.
So I wanted you to correct yourself on that.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, correct for 5 points. When you say Larry Gaga, I want to be sure whether you're speaking phonetics or you actually know what you're saying. Lady Gaga is correct for 5 points, not Larry Gaga. Nnamdi Azikiwe University, your question.
Question 5.
Question 5. Once an important stop on trade routes, the city of Marrakech is in what country? Time is going. City of Marrakech is in what country? At the sound of that, you feel, oh, it's not over until it's all over. Bonus to Federal University of Technology, Akure. Once an important stop on trade route, the city of Marrakech is in what country?
Egypt.
Egypt. That's not correct. The right answer to that question is Morocco. We go to Federal University of Technology, Akure. Your question.
Question 6.
The final question, question 6. The famous painting, The Night Watch, was created by which Dutch master? A. Rembrandt van Rijn, B. Johannes Vermeer, C. Frans Hals, and D. Jan Steen.
A.
A. Rembrandt van Rijn. Was that a guess? Yes, I like asking was that a guess most times because from attitude I sometimes know maybe you're guessing or you're right. That is correct for 5 points. With this, we've come to the end of the international relations. And I want to remember my audience this time around, so I have a question for the audience before we compile the results and go into the final segment. Audience, the fastest to answer the question. Who wrote the influential novel 1984 depicting a dystopian future society? A. George Orwell, B. Aldous Huxley, C. Ray Bradbury, and D. Kurt Vonnegut. You have an idea? Raise your hand. Yes, the last guy there.
I'm Jacob Eric from Oxford Institute of Technology, George Orwell.
George Orwell. That is correct. At the end of the second segment, Federal University of Technology, Akure, have a total of 18 points. And Nnamdi Azikiwe University have a total of 8 points. We take this break, and I'll see you in just a moment.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the Battle of the Titans, where students compete for a grand total of $3,000. And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Len5.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome back. It's been an amazing battle between UNIZIK University and the Federal University of Technology, Akure. And we just concluded, before the break, the second segment, which is international relations. And at the end of that battle, we saw the score of FUTA. We saw the score of UNIZIK, which is UNIZIK University. Now who? UNIZIK as the say. The battle is not over, but the final battle will determine who goes into the semi-final. This time around, I'll start with Federal University of Technology, Akure. Both have chosen sciences, so you choose a question from 1 to 7.
Question 7.
Question 7. Which digit of the human hand has 2 phalanges and is also known as the pollex?
Thumb.
Thumb, correct for 5 points.
Question 1.
UNIZIK University, question 1. What is the process by which plants convert sunlight into energy?
The process by which the plant converts sunlight into energy. Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis, correct for 5 points. That is basically the first thing you learned in sciences. Foundational. You almost forgot. Oh, good you didn't.
Question.
FUTA, your question.
Question 3.
Question 3. What is the smallest unit of matter that still retains the properties of an element?
Atom.
Atom. Atom? Why do you think is an atom and it's not electron?
Because I believe atom to be the smallest indivisible particle.
Smallest indivisible particle. Atom, correct for 5 points. UNIZIK, your question.
Question 6.
Question 6. What is the process by which the Earth plates move and change? A. Continental drifts. B. Plate tectonics. C. Weathering. And D. Erosion. What do you think? You go for A, continental drifts. Is it because you want to go into continental? You want to go intercontinental? Or it was just a guess? This will not take you continental, but you will still go continental. That is not correct. Bonus to Federal University of Technology, Akure.
Plate tectonics.
Plate tectonics is correct for 2 points. Your question now.
Question 5.
Question 5. Question 5. What is the force that opposes motion between 2 surfaces that are in contact?
Friction.
Friction, correct for 5 points. The final question from UNIZIK University.
Question 2.
Which part of the human brain controls movement and balance?
Cerebellum.
Cerebellum, correct for 5 points. Now we've come to the end of this battle. At the end of this segment, FUTA, the Federal University of Technology Akure, have a total of 17 points. And Nnamdi Azikiwe University have a total of 10 points. At the end of this battle, a very close battle, I'll call it, between the Nnamdi Azikiwe University and the Federal University of Technology Akure. At the end of the battle, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, represented by Joy Dike, have a total of 30 points. And the Federal University of Technology Akure, represented by Obatu Funke, have a total of 45 points. And with this, the Federal University of Technology Akure will be moving into the semi-final. We say congratulations to Federal University of Technology Akure. It's been a great battle today between these two great students. We're going to end here today. I'll see you in the next episode in the continuation of the quarterfinals and see who will be joining University of Ibadan and the Federal University of Technology Akure in the semi-final. Till I see you again in the next episode, I remain your quiz master, Babs Michael.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.